Hello everyone, this is a short video on how you can make your own calcium powder to sprinkle over your tortoises' food. Calcium supplements are essential for hatchling and juvenile tortoises so that they have nice strong bones and shells as they grow. It's also very important to provide calcium supplements for egg-laying female tortoises as they need lots of extra calcium to create the shell of the eggs that they're producing. The way that I give calcium supplements to my tortoises is by sprinkling calcium powder over their food every other day, as well as offering them cuttlefish pieces in their enclosure for them to nibble on if they need to. You can buy calcium powder already prepared, like this one, or you can buy limestone flour from a horse feed supplier, or you can save yourself money by preparing your own pot of calcium powder by using cuttlefish pieces that you've collected from the beach, or you could buy them online or from a pet shop. If you're buying cuttlefish pieces online, then have a look for broken cuttlefish pieces, as they're often cheaper than the perfect whole pieces that you can buy, and they're exactly the same thing. If you're collecting the cuttlefish from a beach, or from a supplier that doesn't state that the cuttlefish has been cleaned ready for animals, then I'd recommend washing the cuttlefish before use, in case it has any animal waste or anything else on it that you don't want to accidentally give to your tortoise. And you can do this by either boiling it for approximately 10 minutes in water, or you can place it in a bucket of cold water for about 48 hours and then make sure you change the water 2 to 3 times during this period. And this also works well if you want to remove the hard layer from your cuttlefish. Once your cuttlefish has been washed, then you'll need to leave it to dry out completely before making it into a powder. And this could take at least 2 days. Once the cuttlefish is completely dry, we can then make the calcium powder from the cuttlefish. And to do this, you can either grate it. One side of the cuttlefish will be quite hard and the other side will be quite soft. So here we're grating the softer side. Or you can use a pestle and mortar. Incidentally, I wouldn't recommend this particular method for preparing the calcium for hatchlings or younger tortoises, as we're also including here the hard piece of the cuttlefish, and it's best avoided in case of impaction. Another method is to use a fork to scrape away the softer side of the cuttlefish. Or you could rub 2 pieces of cuttlefish together and this will create the powder. And once you've got your powder, you can empty it into an airtight container and then label it. To fill up this small pot here, I'd probably use between 12 and 14 whole pieces of cuttlefish. Any leftover cuttlefish can be stored in an airtight container and it should last for approximately 2 years. And the powdered calcium that we've prepared, I'd recommend using within 6 months. The hard or tough part of the cuttlefish, you can either give to your larger adult tortoises if you have them. So for example, I give them to my adult leopard tortoises who can easily chomp through them. Or you could crush the cuttlefish with a pestle and mortar and then sprinkle over the soil where you're growing your tortoise-safe weeds. This way you'll create calcium-rich soil, which will then be absorbed by the weeds and in turn produce calcium-rich food for your tortoise. Thanks for watching my video, and if you've enjoyed it, please click the thumbs up and subscribe to see my other videos.